What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Sage reporting live from his bedroom. What the fuck is up? As you can see, I'm back at it again, as handsome as ever. Got my hair did, got my hair done. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's good? What's popping? I'm back with another video. It's been a minute. I had to regroup. If you tuned into my last video, it was about the Jezebel spirit, and long story short, if you tuned in to that last video, the man that was possessed by the Jezebel spirit ended up lying to my boss and telling him that I was giving out free food to girls, which I wasn't. And my boss believed him, even though me and him go way back. He believed him. Ended up getting cursed out by both the Jezebel spirit possessed man and my longtime friend slash boss for something that I didn't do, and ended up getting fired from that job. So, with that being said, I gotta say that God is good. God is all powerful. God is in control. And the more that you try to fight that, the more things will not go your way. So, where do I even start? Yeah, so I ended up getting fired. Broke my heart. You know, that job that I got was the first job that I got when I came to Canada about 7 years ago, or one of the first jobs. Like, it was the first proper job that I got, that I would say. Everything else I did was strictly for cash, but that was like an actual like job. And I had known the owner for years, so it was very heartbreaking. You know, he was like a good friend to me. It was very heartbreaking when he took the other guy's word as law and just let me go. So that bridge has been officially burnt. And yeah, it's been burnt. But that was just God's way of telling me that he doesn't want me there, that I've ascended beyond that place. He doesn't want me there. And that was his way of saying, you are officially done. Because can you imagine getting cursed out twice and then getting fired for something that you didn't do? Getting cursed out twice and fired for something that you did not do. Only explanation is God. Can you imagine? So yeah, I got let go. But it's cool though. I think God was just telling me, or trying to show me, that I have to put my faith in him. And he was also trying to show me that no matter what, I'll be good. Because here I am standing in front of you in present day with 3 different agencies wanting to hire me for bartending. I have a training session on Friday. I had the interview on Monday, met up with the owner. Dude is a fantastic guy, man. Great soul, great energy. From what it seems, and I don't want to jinx myself, but from what it seems like he's gonna be a good person to work for, you know. And one of my biggest gripes with working for people was that they always took the side of the client that we worked with. But he went into detail about how he always protects his staff first, and that if he hears anything about the clients disrespecting his staff, that he goes out of the way to not book with them anymore. And that just sounded like music to my ears. I was like, wow, this is a stand-up guy, because that's how I would run my business whenever I get it, you know. and yeah, like protect my staff, like because these people out here. I mean, it's two things. Clients for one, some of them, like the event coordinators, look forward to disrespecting staff. Like it's like the highlight of their day. And then on top of that, the staff, they're too scared to stand up for themselves. And so it creates a situation where the clients have no remorse in how they deal with staff. And so they speak to them anyhow, they're disrespectful, they try to bully some people, they try to get you to stay longer than you have to, things of that nature, you know. So when he said that, I was like, okay, I think I'm supposed to be here. On top of the other little side gigs that I have, it's looking like I'm gonna be like in a good position to move forward, you know. So we thank God for that. And yeah, the title of this video is gonna be called Surrender, because I don't know if you're paying attention to like my timestamps on my posts, not timestamps, but the time between when I posted videos. I haven't posted in a very long time. So yeah, all through that time, I was just going through it. God is showing me some things that I needed to see, and yeah, the main takeaway is surrender. You are not in control of your life. No matter how you look at it, you are not in control, man. There's a man upstairs, and he's running this shit. And it's in your best interest to create a relationship with him and try to strive to be a better human. Be honest with your path forward as a better human. Be honest with yourself. Be forgiving. Be resilient. But yeah, we aren't in control. We are not in control at all. And the more that you try to force your hand, your own will, the more things will ricochet back in the other direction. You know, that's just him saying that no, like I run it. Like yeah, we have free will. We do have free will, but his plan kind of overrides our free will. That's not to say that he knows. This is also something else that I got revealed to me about one of the ways of God, is that when people say that God is omnipotent, all-knowing, you know, it doesn't mean he knows what everyone is going to do. What it does mean is that he knows your heart, so that means he knows the intention of your actions, and that he also knows where all paths will lead. It's a fine line, so it's not the same as knowing the future. It's a little bit different. It's like, okay, always think of God as a parent, like an ideal parent, like the best parent that you could have. So when your parent says, don't drink and drive, right? Or not, that's not a good example. When your parent says don't have sex before marriage or something, or if you don't have sex before marriage, right? While you still have the free will to do it, you get to a certain age, and once you've had enough experiences, you start to realize that, oh, I mean, sex is cool, but it's really way better when you actually have a connection to the person, you care about the person, you know the person a little bit, you know. Otherwise, the sex is gonna be trash, you know. It's gonna be terrible. That's what they mean by wait till marriage. It's not about the marriage aspect. It's about wait till you know and care about the person before you try to indulge in that. That's what that means. So that's the path that they know. They know that if you go the route of just doing it casually, it won't reap the same reward as when you actually have a connection with the person, or certain devotion to the person. That's when you really get to enjoy it, you know. So that's how God works. It's not like he doesn't know if you're gonna do a backflip this instant, or if you're going to snap your fingers 3 times. But he knows where all paths will lead based on the decisions that you make that will influence your life. That's what they mean when they say that God is omnipotent and all knowing. That's what that means. But yeah, title of the video is called Surrender. Because yeah, we gotta let God do God, obviously strive and do our best to go down the right path, the straight and narrow. That's all we can really do. And then pray for grace and guidance, but he's there. It's a thing. God is alive, man. Shit. If you don't believe me, keep trying to force your will and see what happens. And then on top of that, not only should you try to force your will, but I mean, let me correct myself. Some more evidence that he's around is that he's gonna keep making things happen to you until you start to believe that he's got your back. If that makes any sense. So all the struggle that I went through this past summer, it's fall now, in my past videos trying to find a job, every time something would go wrong, I would panic, which is wrong. I don't know, I remember the exact verse in the Bible, but it says that he's given us not a spirit of fear, but a spirit of a calm mind. I'm totally messing it up, but you get the gist of it. And then also in the Bible, it says, do not fear 365 times. And coincidentally, that's the amount of days in a year. So every day of your life, do not fear. And then, so every time that something bad happens to you and you lose your mind, he's saying, don't worry, I got you. You'll be fine. All things that are happening to you are for your own good, And as messed up as I've had it, and as rough a go as I've had it, as the days go by more and more, I'm starting to like see that I wouldn't have it any other way. And don't get me wrong, there are some days where I'm just so tired. There's some days, man. But then, if you're an individual that tries to be better honestly with themselves, and you reap the benefits of trying to be better spiritually and individually, you stand out so much compared to the rest of the world. You stand out like a sore thumb. It's almost unbearable. Sometimes I catch myself like, man, like, am I just being arrogant? Then I'm like, no, like, I know my heart's in the right place. And it also says in the Bible, by their fruits you will know them, meaning the way of being that you choose to move through the world with. If your fruits are, if your behavior is positive, you'll see the positive fruits, the positive benefits, it'll manifest positively. And I've seen that. I've helped people in certain ways. I've been there for people in certain ways, and I've seen the fruits. And to my knowledge, it's been good. So that I know that I'm right with God. But then it does get lonely though, because like the rest of the world is just so lost. It's disheartening. But then, it's how it is. I pray for them, but knowing the type of person that I am, and sometimes it's hard to try to strive in that right path, and just knowing how weak a lot of people are, I'm just like, man, I pray they figure it out, because if not, they just got no chance, man. People are so weak. People are weak, man. People are so weak. I always say this. We never really left grade school, man. We never really left grade school. Once you get into the real world is just a global high school, pretty much. That's what the real world is. Every type of character that you've met in your life that ever gave you a trial or tribulation is just a global thing now. Wherever you go, you're gonna run into that same type of energy, you know. But hopefully by now you've learned and cultivated the skills to deal with it. But yeah, the world is just global high school, you know. It's crazy. And it's really crazy because you think that once you become an adult, it's like a new thing, but it's like, no, like you have to growing up is passive. Growing up, as in like aging is passive. You have no control over that. But becoming an adult, it's proactive. You have to want to become an adult. You have to do the certain things that make you an adult, the certain mindset changes, the mindset shifts to become an adult. You know, it doesn't just happen. And like I said, people are weak, people are lazy. So to become an actual an adult, people aren't doing that shit. I ran into a 50, I don't know, he was in his 50s at least today at my shift. And dude was getting impatient with the self-checkout. I'm like, bro, he was like punching the screen. I'm like, just press the button. Boop, press it. You're good. Bro was getting mad. I'm like, man, relax. Old ass man just hopped up. But yeah. Title of the video is called Surrender. You aren't in control. You are not in control, man. God is running this shit. The faster you learn that, the better off you'll be. And yeah, amen. Shout out to the man upstairs, man. Hope y'all be good. Stay safe. Sage is out.